Awareness is the beginning and end of all meaning of everything. We're starting to talk very spiritually. You understand that? Awareness is God. God is awareness. That's why it's called omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. It is awareness. Everywhere is the same. It's just awareness. You are aware, and you know you are. If I turn off that awareness, what meaning is your life? Are you having experiences, good ones or bad ones? No, you're not having any experiences because you're not aware of anything. Do you hear me? I'm stressing this. You are awareness. That's what you are in there. That's what they mean by soul. That's what they mean by Atman. That's what they mean, the core, the essence of your being. That's what they're talking about, is never born and never dies. Was your awareness there before your body was born? Someday you will find out whether you're there. You're aware you're dying. Are you aware you're dying? Are people aware they're dying? Does somebody who has dementia or some kind of disease and can't remember things, do they know that they can't remember? They're aware. I used to be able to think of things, now I can't. And they get all upset. Perfectly reasonable. So awareness is always there. It's just a question of what it's aware of. It's always a question of what it's aware of. But the seat of awareness, that's what spirituality is about. That's witness consciousness, all right? So you are an aware being. Very good. So where does willpower come from? It comes from that. In the ancient teachings of yoga and the great scriptures, they call God Chit Shakti, conscious energy. Conscious energy. That's what you are. That's what's back there. Not just consciousness, conscious energy. Energy is the quantum field that vibrates and creates the whole universe. Consciousness is that which is aware of it. In science is very spiritual if you pay attention to it. They used to think there were two forces, magnetism and electricity, and they were separate. And when they find out, there's one force called electromagnetism. They're the same force. Looked at from one angle is electricity, another angle is magnetism. Like, got it? Chit Shakti. It's one. There's not two forces. There's a force called Chit Shakti, conscious energy. And that force, and we'll go down to, I like this quantum field stuff, all right? That they have found out that the further they go down into matter, that there's nothing there. There are no electron, neutron, and protons. There are no particles. They're just little wavelets in a field. Oh, energy. Einstein said it. Matter is energy. Energy is matter. And the difference is just a temporary state. Like, your scientists are your priests because God is reality. And what they're discovering, the further they go down there, is very godly. You don't have to study quantum physics. Just understand what I told you. That's all you need to know. They looked out there, Aristotle, Plato, oh, look, what's going on? And then eventually got some microscopes and they could see molecules. Oh, it's really just a bunch of molecules moving out there. Then they could see electron microscopes. They could see atoms, electron, neutron, protons joined together, making molecules. You know this stuff. You went to school. You didn't pay attention to it. You didn't walk out of the class and say, oh my God, it's all atoms. It's all atoms. She's not really so pretty. She's just a bunch of atoms bound together by some quantum laws and covalent bonds. She's a bunch of covalent bonds. Because your mind lies to you. It can't see truth. Your senses can't see properly. But then you go down further, and they got down to the atoms. That's beautiful. Then they found that, no, they're not atoms. They're electron, neutron, protons. That's how much most of you went to school. That's what you learned. There's electron, neutron, protons. No. Take a proton and get it miles and miles away from each other and bombard trillions of them at each other down in CERN at the super collider. And when they hit each other, for 1/1,000,000,000th of a second, subatomic particles come out of them. A proton is made out of 2 up quarks and a down quark. A neutron is made of 2 down quarks and an up quark. Whoa, look at your minds. Look what you found out. So you're down there, and now you realize, and even there, they found out, well, there are really quarks, leptons, and bosons, all the quantum subatomic particles. There are no particles. They're just wavelets in a field of energy. Like if you drop a leaf into a still lake that makes waves, that's what's down there, little wavelets. And they hit each other, and they put themselves together due to laws. And next thing you know, you have a proton or a neutron. And that's what you're looking at. So I'd like to stop right now. You hear me? Where's your problem? What problems do you have if that's what's going on? There's nothing even here. Einstein said it beautifully. He said, reality is but an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. Those waves put themselves, somebody once said God created heavens and earth. Is it true that God created the heaven and earth? No, it's not true. God is creating the heaven and the earth. If those wavelets are not doing it, you're dressed right here in the morning. You hear me? That's how it gets built. It gets built by these little quantum wavelets, and then they interact together, and it comes up and it makes the atoms. Which atoms? The ones that make your dresser. Which dresser? The one that's in your house in the morning. And maybe you want to say thank you. So you're a lot closer to God than you thought you were. But this is why Christ said, not a hair on your head moves, but that God knows. Not a sparrow falls from the tree, that God is not aware. God is the tree. God is the sparrow. God is the hair on your head. That's what omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient means. It's everywhere is conscious. And that's what science says. And so science is pretty serious stuff. I tell you, what blew me away years ago, I read an article in NASA that said the quantum field is omnipresent. You read right past that. I didn't read right past that. I've only heard the word omnipresent used once for a meeting in my life. God was omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. Now all of a sudden they say something's omnipresent. In other words, every single galaxy, every single thing throughout the entire universe is made of the same thing. It's made of the same field. That quantum field is omnipresent everywhere. Whoa, have you thought about that? So again, you come back. I'll build the mind more for you, right? Why are you having problems? There's just these little wavelets moving down there, and you get to see what they made. They see what they're making. And you are the consciousness looking at them. That's Chit Shakti. The Shakti is the vibrations in the beginning. What does the Bible say? I'm not a Bible reader. I told you, I admit it. I'm a nice Jewish boy, and I read the New Testament once in my life in 1971, and yet it keeps coming back. In the beginning was the what? Oh, the Word. What's a word? A vibration. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And in the ancient Hindu scriptures, Om was the beginning of creation. All vibrations. Whoa, pretty neat. And now science comes back and says everything was from the beginning, just vibrations interacting with each other. Okay, very good.